I want to welcome all of you here to our new Elm City Dream first rally. I am Capria Marks, and I joined the new Elm City Dream because I started to realize that the people that were in the streets were getting younger and younger and younger. I remember when it was my grandfather's dying and my grandparents dying, and my mom and dad told me stories that they didn't lose friends. We're losing friends. We're losing our peers. A 13-year-old boy dies from playing with a gun. A gun. 13. That's not fair. It's not fair to us. We're unoccupied. Give us a job. Occupy the youth. Stop the violence. Stop the new Elm City Dream is an organization that is ran by the youth. There's probably, what, 2 adults in the room? But we run it. We are our own bosses. We decided to step up and say enough is enough, and we're ready for change. The purpose of us is to unify the communities and come together as the youth and let our voices be heard, because the younger we're here, the longer we'll be on that trail moving. It wasn't the older people that was on the forefront in the civil rights movement. It was the young people, the youth. I want to first introduce Alderwoman Dolores Colon for being behind us since day one. We want you to have a few words and explain to us what you've been doing and helping us since day one.
Okay. First of all, these kids are awesome, and I want everybody that's in here today and all their friends when you get home to support these kids and to tell people how proud you are of them, and I am too. Now, these kids mean business. They're out Saturday mornings, they're gathering with friends as young as 10 years old, and these 10-year-olds are collecting signatures, they're knocking on doors, they're talking to their neighbors, they're talking to strangers. They are serious about the loss of their friends and loved ones to crime. They are sick of it. And they take care of business. They are not fooling around. They mean this. So they know that if violence is curtailed, if we get some of these kids jobs or something useful to do, they will not be on the streets hurting each other. So that's what we're here about, jobs and keeping the people occupied. We recently passed a resolution unanimously on the Board of Aldermen to have our national elected officials support the Jobs Act that's going on in Nashville. I tell you, when I was 10 years old, I didn't know what the heck was going on in Washington. But we have 10-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 20-year-olds that know that these jobs means that their friends will be around longer and they will have a better future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alderwoman Dolores. Now I would like to introduce Joe Stademeyer, who is the member of the YCL and a member of the new Elm City Dream. Joe, come on up.
Hello, everybody! I want to thank you all for coming out and supporting our Youth Jobs March. Thank you. All right, my name is Joe, as you already know. Thank you, D. White. And we have been working with elected officials such as Dolores Colon and many others, labor leaders, and many community organizations in aspiring to bring economic justice to this great city. Don't New Haven deserve it? Don't New Haven deserve it? That's right. And I believe that we are all here for that same cause. As I look out into the crowd, it pains me to see everybody that's lost somebody to youth violence. It's ridiculous, and that's what we're here to change. Just like the people on the Amistad slave ship, they worked and they fought to get their freedom, so can we. That's what we're here to do. That's all I wanted to say. Back to you, Capri.
Come on! Thank you, Joe. Now I would would like to introduce Mary Hall, who was inspired by us and wanted to join in and help us. Give a round of applause for Mary.
Good evening. My name is Mary Hall. I'm a proud member of the new Elm City Dream. I became a member just a few weeks ago after meeting several members at the Occupy New Haven demonstration. I was approached by several youth asking me to sign a petition in support of legislation for youth jobs. I gladly signed. Although their cause is an extremely important one, which I highly support, that's not what struck me the most.
Maybe I could get some here.
That bell means freedom has rung.
Although their cause is an extremely important one, which I highly support, that is not what struck me the most about what I saw. What struck me and inspired me the most were the young people themselves. They were hungry and driven. Not only were they hungry and driven, but they were genuinely enthusiastic about what they were doing. They exemplified what I wish I was doing at their age and doing what I should have been doing at their age. In this day and age when life is less than perfect, it's exciting to see anyone trying to make a change, especially young people. Another thing that came to mind was the fact, not idea, but fact,